Hi everyone, this is Dr. Jay Mehta here from Mumbai, and today we are going to try and answer a very important question. See, quite a lot of times the common confusion amongst couples who are undergoing IVF or any form of assisted reproduction or advanced procedures is that which day of embryo transfer is good for them. Is a day 3 embryo transfer good for them, or is a day 5 embryo transfer, which is called as a blastocyst embryo transfer, good for them? That is a question. Now I'm going to try and answer this in a very unbiased manner, and at the same time I would like to tell you that our unit practices only blastocyst transfer, but I'm going to try and give you the advantages and disadvantages so that you can have an unbiased opinion on this thing. Remember, after ICSI or IVF is done, the first step is something called as fertilization. Okay, where there is actual evidence that the union of the gametes, that means the sperm and the ovum, has occurred. That is the first check which we do. Alright, commonly couples feel that, let's assume you got 10 oocytes, then how many embryos you will form? Will you form 10 embryos? The answer to that is no. Usually when you have 10 oocytes, you will have approximately 6 embryos which are good on day 3, and you will have approximately 2 or 3 good quality blastocyst embryos. That is the norm which holds true on an average across the world. Now some clinics prefer to do the embryo transfer on the 3rd day. That is called 8 cell stage. 8, okay? And some clinics prefer to do the embryo transfer at the level of blastocyst, that is on day 5 stage, where there are more than 120 to 150 cells inside a blastocyst embryo. You will actually never be able to count the total number of cells, but remember, on an average it will be more than 120 to 150 cells. Are there any specific advantages as far as success rate is concerned between day 3 and day 5? Then remember, if you transfer one blastocyst versus one day 3 embryo, in that situation, the success rate with a single blastocyst is slightly higher. Okay, but the common policy which is practiced across many clinics in our country, in India, is that when they are transferring day 3 embryos, they will usually try and transfer approximately 3 to 4 embryos. And when they are transferring blastocyst embryos, it could be either 1 to 2. So if you try and compare the success rate of 3 day 3 embryos versus a single blastocyst embryo, then in that situation it is the same. Okay, it does not really change, and that is something which you should understand very, very importantly and clearly. See, the other thing which is important is that when you form a blastocyst embryo, though the number of embryos which you form is slightly lesser as compared to day 3, but usually these are the embryos which have a very good implantation potential. So it really varies from case to case. As the video progresses, I am going to show you a small video of a day 3 embryo, a small video of the stage of morulation, and then a video of the blastocyst embryo. This is important because you need to understand what are these stages of embryo culture and what are the changes which occur through the stages. If you probably understand this, it will make a decision making and understanding of this topic slightly easier for you. So this is a typical example of a good day 3 embryo. You know, you can see those cells, you can count them. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are equal blastomers. There is no fragmentation, and it matches to timelines. That's very important. See, a day 3 embryo then progresses to something called as a morula, or a stage of compaction. Here you cannot count the total number of cells, you know, that's the beauty. But still there is no cavity formation inside it. This is a very critical stage of embryo development. The other critical aspect of a morula is that it causes activation of paternal genome. That means the spermatic genome. Upon further progression, this morula will develop a cavity inside of it. And this cavity, once formed, it resembles a blastocyst embryo or a day 5 embryo. Now it is this embryo where the number of cells are more than 100, as we described before. You actually cannot count the number of cells. What is important is that the blastocyst should have a good inner cell mass and a good trophectoderm mass. The inner cell mass is the one which gives rise to the formation of an embryo, and as you can see, this is a good quality blastocyst embryo.